I wanna let young people know that it is not a burden to love him and to represent him and to be who you are, as fly and as hot and as whatever, and to still love God and to serve him. It's not a contradiction. It's not a contradiction.
What if I told you Lauryn Hill didn't vanish? What if Prince didn't just die suddenly? And what if both were caught in a silent war against a shadow force that doesn't forgive and never forgets? This isn't just music history. This is industry warfare. And it's time you saw it for what it really is. When we speak the names Lauryn Hill and Prince, we're not just whispering legends. We're summoning two of the last rebels to ever stand toe-to-toe with the machine and live to tell the tale. Well, almost. They weren't just artists. They were warriors, truth bearers, code breakers in a system designed to mute anyone who dares to think beyond the beat. They fought for ownership, for voice, for freedom. And it's no coincidence that their voices became their curse. I can't fulfill their needs. It's devoid of feeling. That wasn't just Lauryn being emotional. That was Lauryn sounding the alarm. See, while the world cheered the miseducation of Lauryn Hill, the machine was already plotting her erasure. The lawsuit, the pressure, the rumors of instability, all part of the playbook. The same one used on every artist who says, "I'm not your puppet." Now pause. Ask yourself, how does someone who broke every record, won every award, inspired millions just disappear? Answer, she didn't. She was erased, silenced, blacklisted, buried alive by the very system that once put her on a pedestal. And then there's Prince. He was never just the artist. He was the anomaly, the glitch in the code, the man who literally wrote slave on his face and dared to fight the label that claimed ownership over his very name. They mocked him, painted him as difficult, erratic, dangerous. Sound familiar? Because Lauryn was painted the same way. Too intense, too spiritual, too unpredictable, too awake. The truth? She walked away before they could break her. And Prince? He stayed too long. And he paid the price. Wait a few days before you waste any prayers. That wasn't random. That was prophecy. And it came true. His death, surrounded by mystery, a deleted message, a final warning, a legend silenced not by time, but by design. The same design that labeled Lauryn as late, crazy, difficult. Because when you speak truth and fight for your soul, the machine calls you a threat. And when you refuse to play their game, they erase you from it. So now, ask yourself, was this coincidence? Or is there a pattern? How many voices have we lost because they dare to own their sound? How many stories were rewritten to hide the truth? Prince left symbols behind. Lauryn left silence. And buried in both are warnings we've ignored for too long. So who's really pulling the strings? Who decides which voices get heard and which ones vanish? Drop your thoughts in the comments, but be careful, because once you see the pattern, you can't unsee it. Crystal Ball the Machine is real. The silence is strategic. And the war for truth, it's still going.